10, 13 days of Halloween. You guys are going to start to hate me now. Because today I did A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. I know, this is like the 5th Freddy movie I've done or something, but I love these movies, and each one is very, very different. So you can do a lot with these movies. This film is very different. I mean, one, it's the only one he specifically targets a boy. I'll say now, I don't want this to be the point of the video, because it's not. Theorists believe, I say theorists believe, then no one really noticed, now it's kind of become clear. I think Freddy Krueger is bisexual, and I think Rob England said he always does a little tango with the victim of the film, and he said he did it no differently with this film. So if you flirt with the girl, you flirt with the guy. Freddy doesn't care, because it just depends on who he's hunting. I mean, again, I don't want to make the point of the video. I don't want this to be the point of the video. I will say, though, that scream. For 90 minutes, he screams like a girl. I mean, that first minute of the film when he screams like really high pitched, really loud. To be fair, that's how I scream, and I like women, so. Anyway, moving into the film. I love at the beginning of the film he gets into this old, I don't know if it's an old Cadillac or something, I'm not sure. And he just starts it by pushing it, and she's like, don't you think anyone's going to steal a car? No one's going to steal this dinosaur. Now it's probably a classic, you know. It's probably a really nice car now, but that then it was an old car. I mean, my brother's got like a 15-year-old car, you know, which is considered old now. Maybe in 20 years it'll be a classic. I doubt it, because cars look normal now, but you know. And another thing, when he gets into a fight with, I say the bully, but he kind of becomes friends with the bully at the end of the film, so I think, you know, it's just a bit of a joke. I don't know why when they have a fight he decides to put his trousers down. Moving on. One of the funny things is he says, oh yeah, the teacher, he goes to gay S&M bars at night. This is the kind of stuff I would say about my teachers when I was in school. Though in this case, it turned out to be true. I will question his choice in music, however. I'm not, and his dancing is awful. This boy Jesse. Yeah, I mentioned in the other video there was a character in the new film called Jesse, which may have been coincidence, but it was probably a callback to this film. Though I did notice a sign on his door saying no chicks. And that, anyway, the house is crazy hot. It's messing with specifically him, but it messes with the birds. He's got these 2 birds. One of them killed the other birds and it went berserk. This is why I'm scared of birds. Not specifically, but if those were my birds, I'll be on the floor in the fetal position. You know, I'd be bricking it. Yeah, so he sleepwalks a lot when he's on Freddy's influence. He sleptwalks into an S&M bar, sees his teacher there. I don't know why, if the teacher sees him there drinking beer, underage, but I don't know why he decides to take him to school in the middle of the night and have him do laps. You know, I would have just pretended I didn't see him, you know, because in 1987, I think, or whatever it was, he probably didn't want people knowing he went to these establishments. I mean, now it would be different, but either way, it wasn't any, you wouldn't want to, know where your students or your teachers go, do you? I mean, I would have just kept myself to myself, but he decides to bring him back to school, make him do laps. Makes him go to the shower, obviously. The whole school goes berserk, basketballs start coming out, tennis balls start shooting out like cannons, all this stuff. Yeah, it's weird stuff. Anyway, I'm not sure about the death scene. He basically ties up the teacher, strips him butt naked, and whips him, and then hoses him with hot water, and then eventually slashes him. But the weird thing is that when the smoke clears, Jesse is wearing the glove. Jesse killed him. this progresses. This happens again a couple of times in the film. But the idea is, Freddy is like he's like possessing Jesse almost until the end of the film. Jesse becomes Freddy Krueger. Or Freddy Krueger comes out of his body. And that was like Freddy's goal all along, to possess. Because in this film, Freddy wanted to come into the real world, and he had to do that by basically sucking off somebody's energy, sucking off someone's fear, all of that. Yeah. He goes to a party scene, and the parents. It's just a nice little barbecue with a pool party. The parents are enjoying themselves, and the second the parents go to bed, the lights go out, the real party starts. The rock music comes on, the debauchery starts, all that stuff. And the parents aren't asleep, but I think the mother tells the dad to just leave him and let him have some fun. So eventually, though, Freddy, comes out of Jesse's body, and his girlfriend, he has a girlfriend, she basically has to, like, convince Jesse to come out, basically, like, to overpower Freddy. So she's like, I love you, and then, like, Freddy's like, I love you. But I don't know why she has to kiss him, She kisses Freddy, and somehow that works. And then, like, Freddy dies, Jesse comes out, everyone's happy. Did she have to kiss Freddy? That was a bit gross. Anyway, but anything anyone knows about Nightmare on Elm Street films is you cannot kill Freddy. He's on the school bus, everything's happy, the school bus is going too fast, like at the beginning of this film, in his first nightmare, and like it's going fine, there's nothing to worry about. Hand comes out of the girl's chest. Fade to black. And then play that, like, 50s Dream song, which was I think it was a really cool ending, actually, that song. I mean, not a fan of it, like it's not something I listen to, but it was a good directorial choice. It was kind of a kooky ending. It was fun. So, there's that. I think this was a good film. If you're looking for a good gay movie, I don't know if this is your thing, or maybe it is, I don't know. Because I think it's more subtext as opposed to what the film is about. Maybe they were just having some fun with it, and, they happened to take it in said direction. I don't know. But I think this is the only film where he specifically there's boys in the film, always on other films, but this is the only one where he specifically targets a boy. It was just a different direction to go. I'm glad they did it. Maybe they don't have to do it again. But it was a good direction. I don't know if you could do it with a boy and have it not look like a remake, though. That's what I mean. You could have it, because I think the thing Nightmare on Elm Street is usually it's a girl, But 21st century equal opportunities, isn't it? Maybe let the guy die for the change. Okay. Good movie. I don't know what my favourite Nightmare on Elm Street movie is. Possibly the first one. Classic, isn't it? This one's less hardcore than the first one. The first one's really, like, messed up. This one's a little bit maybe a little bit more tame in comparison to violence. Less swearing in this one. I'm not going to judge that. Just maybe there is. This one's probably more the 15 range. The first one was definitely more the 18 range. There's some nasty stuff, like when his body opens up and his arm opens up and Freddy comes out. That's a bit gross, but that's about the only gross part of it. Right, this last one. I promise you, this is the last Nightmare on Elm Street film I'm doing this year. Yeah, nearly there. 3 more to go. Thank you for watching. Happy Halloween. J-Man out.